Welcome to It's Always Sunny in Birmingham, Switch Hype.
Even though it's pissing it down right now.
One day that title will be true. Even though also this is less of a news podcast, more of a Nintendo Switch circle jerk.
But let's be honest, nothing actually happened there.
Okay, alright. Okay, so, to get out of the way with, Shadow of War, the sequel to Shadow of Mordor has been announced for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Doesn't mean it's...
Possibly Switch if the console does
If the console does well. They haven't said anything about if it does well, but, you know, it's a given. If it can run on the Xbox One, it could probably run on the Switch. And then we'll dive straight into the Switch news, because I can't think of anything else that happened in gaming.
News, just to quickly go over.
Alright, go on.
The certain editor of this website was a wily little bitch and gave up a Neo because it was too hard.
Yeah, so there is no Neo review, because the game is difficult. Is way too goddamn... Like, I was playing it with a multiplayer person, because, like, that's how I beat Dark Souls 1. I beat Dark Souls 3 legitimately, but I beat 1 using the, summon system to beat the bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this game, you can only use a limited amount of summons.
Okay.
And so I could only summon, like, 3 people, and then I just couldn't do it. My overall thoughts about the game, I'll just really throw out here, because I've only really done the first level, literally. The second level was way too hard. It's a very hard, very challenging, looks like it's very rewarding. I would definitely look up... It's really bad for business. Other people's that have actually beaten the game reviews for more of an in-depth thing on that.
For the rest of this news, we've got some sort of news. I'm going to literally rush through it in less than 2 minutes.
All right.
Because,
Okay. I'm gonna get my reacting ready to go. All right, go.
Basically, number one, 400 came out. Apparently, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn's come out, but it's kind of for us, it's been kind of overshadowed by.
Wait, Horizon's out now. It's out March 1st.
Well, yeah, okay, it's coming out this week.
Yeah, it's a terrible time. Terrible time to be released.
Good.
Terrible time to be released.
We'll definitely get it, but right now my money's on Zelda because, well,
Yeah.
if I buy Zelda, I wouldn't have anything for £280 system.
I'm actually gonna trade in Neo for Horizon, so I should be able to give it some first impressions of that. But probably
Ghost
Zelda.
Recon beta happened.
Great fun.
Yeah. Super Hot VR actually finally got a decent update.
What was the update?
Basically, it just doesn't run like shit anymore.
Wait, does it work on Vive now natively?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently. PSVR sold just under 1 million units.
Which is way more than I expected.
Considering it's so expensive, but it also kind of presents a problem now because Sony's got to keep those people happy with software. But
I think that's the thing that might help it compared to the Vita, is because it's in such high demand, unlike the Vita, which died out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised. It turns out Resident Evil 9 must have shifted... 7 must have shifted a metric ton of copies, yeah. Yeah, so does that mean the scarcity of actually getting a PS VR wasn't artificial? Like, Sony didn't make it up. That was actually...
I still think it was artificial because I think by stifling off demand, they're basically... Because it's kind of like... I think it was Review Tech USA used the FOMA or something, and it's basically like formulated artificial demand. And basically, if they're gonna struggle to sell something, they formulate artificial demand.
So they're doing the amiibo method. Yeah, although I honestly believe that the first time Nintendo didn't know what they were doing, but then but for every other season of amiibo, they've been doing it on purpose.
Next news, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands had its beta, really good actually. A couple of issues, but a solid game.
You've just repeated yourself, by the way.
Ghost Recon its beta was really good.
Really good co-op. Single player, the AI is okay.
It's dumb.
It's dumb, but it works. The AI in the actual game is very impressive when they know you're there.
Which is a rarity.
But if you're standing right next to them, they might not trigger. But when they are triggered, they'll run for cover. They'll throw grenades to try and get you out of cover. They'll move up on you. They'll flank you. It's got some really impressive AI. It's just a shame that it's hidden behind bad AI. There's no background music in this podcast because I'm an idiot and forgot it.
What else? What news have we got? Oh, our website launches this week properly. After 2 months of being in development, it actually finally launches, which should be good because all our podcasts will go up there.
Yeah.
Amazon have just also restocked Switches now for launch day.
Really?
Amazon UK. Yep, you can get an Amazon. You can get a Switch Friday, on Amazon UK, which is good, I guess, if like you don't have a Switch pre-ordered yet.
Yeah.
You peasant. Apart from that, it's been a pretty slow week, I think.
But now, so now we can move on to some of the more heavily focused Switch stuff. It isn't really news, because I wouldn't want to call it news. But recently, very highly regarded company website known as CNET. You might know them for their graphic card reviews or anything, technical. Proved to us how awful the Switch kickstand is. It is truly awful. I mean,
I actually cancelled my pre-order because
it was just, it brought me to tears how Nintendo could just a design flaw come for. Apparently, if you push the Switch screen while it's on the kickstand, it falls over. I was expecting it to deny the laws of gravity.
You say that. You know my Surface tablet? It's
Yeah.
my kickstand.
Yeah.
Well, it was on my bench at uni the other day, and guess what? I pushed it, and do you know what happened?
What?
have a guess. If you guess this right, I'll buy you a Pro controller.
Did it not fall down?
Exactly. No, it fell down.
it didn't smash. Great build quality.
Yeah, but it falls down.
Like if you that video, it just if it,
I've watched. I'll be honest.
Stick the video into the article. This is
No, I'm not. No, we're not. We're
I
not.
want people to dislike the video.
No, we're not because it gives them ad revenue.
Use ad blocker then.
If you have ad blocker, just search it. It's there.
Everything's wrong with video game journalism. It was a clickbait because the thing is,
I would feel that is a perfect example of why I feel like our format exists. Is because we're tired of that kind of shit.
Oh no. The next day though, CNET had an article basically praising the Switch, which is clear.
That's in like lots of the negative Switch reviews. I mean, it's like at the end, just like saying, "I will be picking one up on launch though."
Yeah. But the thing is, it's that video. The worst thing about that video is it's like clearly, mate, you haven't even. You can physically see him. I can understand if it was on like a train or a playthrough, and you'll say, well, when you get turbulence, it falls over or something.
Yeah, but I don't think it would by like light shaking. It's only if you push it.
Get some Joy-Cons out and pushing it. Like,
why doesn't it work?
It's like Jesus. To be fair, I know I don't like to endorse other producers of game content, but everyone should really go and check out Obi-Wan Plays video because it's actually quite like well handled, and he just like takes. Oh God. But he handles it quite well. But
Also, wait. Yeah, so instead of watching it through CNET, watch it through the people that take the piss out of it that have uploaded it. Blunty's done it, and so has Spawnwave.
Blunty's video is great.
I love Blunty. Subscribe to Blunty. Free advertising.
But yeah, the video just seems a bit. It seems weird.
It seems like it's good that we have that video because it proves that there isn't that much to really fault in the Switch to make clickbait about.
Actually, to be fair, it proves the kickstand's quite good.
Yeah, you have to push it quite hard. Yeah, punch it in the face. But yeah, it's just it's ridiculous. I mean, I hope the title hasn't like made some people wary about the Switch. Like, I heard did you not see that title of that CNET video?
Yeah, I did, but then I just like gave it because it actually made me really upset. Just like I remember when CNET used to be my favourite tech website ever, and now they've just gone. Well,
it's because they're being forced to adapt to the modern clickbait media. Anyway, moving on. Still with the Switch. It's good to see that the Switch.
Can we go back quickly?
All right,
Two things I want to add. So basically, they've now republished the article. So I'm by Sean Hollister. I know where you live. I think it says I'm not loving the Nintendo Switch's kickstand. You probably won't have to worry about breaking it though. So he admits that it's really easy to thing, and he's did it. So can I just read his statement out?
Yeah, go on then.
I've heard from a lot of readers that my video I used to illustrate the problems with the Switch kickstand is, let's just say, it fell flat. My intention was to reenact real problems I had, but I see now that the video comes across as forced or cheeky, like a bad 90s infomercial! Exclamation mark. While I love the comparison that Wasn't my intention. In the future, oh shut up. Autoplay. In the future, I'll be illustrating this type of opinion with tests instead of reactions. So he's basically admitted that it was a.
Okay, yeah. Let's just go through the stuff that happens in the video before we accept this very heartfelt and serious apology. How is that a real world scenario? Oh, when you just sit and play in the Switch in your living room or on the car, and someone goes over and pokes it.
To be fair, I would do that if it was you.
But on an every day-to-day basis, it's not going to happen.
It would have been made more sense, like I said a minute ago, if it was on a train or something. So, if you hit a bump in the road and you're playing, and it's on, like, say, a train in the back of the car or something.
Yeah, but I'm 90% sure they can't be using it on a train or a plane before it's out. I'm pretty sure that's in the embargo.
That's what I'm saying. That would be real world situation.
Yeah. No.
When you're sitting on my desk in my room or on the table at McDonald's while we're eating lunch or something, I'm not going to be picking up. If I am going to be doing that, it's going to be locked in, and the kickstand won't.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, his apology seems half-assed, and he even quotes some of the videos that take the piss out of him.
Yeah. The other thing I want to add is, this week is also in Barcelona the annual mobile phone conference.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What?
Fucking see this website is terrible. Autoplay videos. So Motorola announced a new Moto Z family.
Yes.
And they've basically announced a bunch of accessories with it.
Yeah.
So they've got turbocharger, wireless charger, power packs, VR headset, tablet with built-in speakers, more SIM cards. Basically, just a bunch of accessories.
Yeah.
I want to bring your attention to one called the gamepad. Now, it's exactly what you think it is. Basically, you snap the phone on, and like a Switch, it adds 2 thumbsticks, which are like the 3DS original ones, a D-pad and 4 buttons, and 2 shoulder buttons. Which they're saying is designed to basically make mobile gaming more accessible. They use an example like a Street Fighter clone.
Yeah.
It's Marvel Alliance. Which I just want to put out to the readers that it looks quite. It doesn't look obviously as high quality as a Switch. It's only 25 quid.
I mean, like, the issue with all of this is that the phone's battery life is not going to be as good as the Switch's.
Actually, to be fair, the Motorola's battery lives are always, like, really good.
I mean, like, for running intensive games.
But wasn't there a report today about the Switch battery life, like how it beats
on standby.
Yeah,
If you leave it on the main menu, it lasts for about 5 hours. If you leave it on, I think maybe Bright Max Breakfast. Beats the iPad, iPhone, 3DS, all that stuff. Which is, it's good. I mean, it's got a really good battery life for what it is. And if you're expecting like 6 to 7 hours with playing Zelda or something in 2017, then we're just not quite there yet.
The thing is also, let me be honest in a non-bitchy way. Most of the time when I'm at home, I'm going to be playing it in the dock. Not being funny, the only time it's not going to be in a dock is if...
That is an issue people have brought up, though. It doesn't charge fast in the dock.
Does it not?
Like, if you have it, it does charge it, but you got to understand it in the fact that if you're playing Zelda, and it's playing it, with the full graphics and stuff, then it's obviously going to charge a hell of a lot slower than if you're charging it turned off.
Yeah.
So apparently it's not a very effective. It won't charge 100% if you put it in. We need someone to do an additional test on it because Huh?
Friday when we get back to yours and we both have our Switches, we're going to run them completely dead overnight, like before we go to bed.
Alright, well, I mean that's gonna happen anyway, but yeah.
But no, you're going to charge yours. We're going to see how quick it takes to charge from 0 to 50 or something, or even 100. One of us will charge it on the dock, and one of us will charge it
while playing.
Yeah, while playing, and one of us can just like charge it while playing it, not in the dock. But
I think a reasonable amount to expect it would take like probably 8 hours while you're playing, like just under triple the amount, because you're pushing a lot of power there. Let's move on to some of the Switch games. Obviously, we now know that Snipper Clips, Fast Racing RMX, and Shovel Knight are all launch titles. In America, they're $20 each, but you can pick up, like, for the price of Zelda, you can pick up 3 games, which is really good for launch.
It's just the Europe exclusive, but you also get Snipper Clips free if you buy a dual Joy-Con pack.
Which is interesting because you think they'd bundle that with one two Switch.
Yeah, Well, I don't think. Yeah, I think.
I don't think Nintendo has that much faith in 1-2 Switch.
Fair though. 1-2 Switch would probably sold for like £60 if they did like a launch offer and it's like buy 1-2 Switch and you get 2 Joy-Cons. Because I would have paid like 20 quid more if I got 2 more.
What it would have been sold for 80 then. It would have been sold for the price of the Joy-Cons. It would have been essentially for free.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
No, I can understand that.
Just on John Cena's official Instagram account, he's just posted a picture of
Of him holding the Switch, but you can't see him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale game, is available for pre-order on the Switch for $29. I mean, I guess so. I think I'd be interested to know how well the Telltale series runs on the Switch because I know the engine's starting to look a bit dated, isn't it?
Ooh, Speedrunner. Speedrunner just got Breath of the Wild. Took 50 minutes to get to the point of no return, which is like when you enter a point in a game and it's like, from now on it's just story, you can't go back into the open world. Yakuza 0 did something like that at the very end. So that's pretty fair.
I want to change the subject before we go into, because I think we've got a couple of things we're going to talk about, what articles we've got coming up, what our plans are for the reviews, previews, and what our plans are. I
think we should have that on the end once we've exhausted all the Switch stuff.
To go through, basically, someone on Twitter, on Reddit, with the name of JoeCore28,
right,
has mocked up several limited edition Switch designs.
Yep.
And I just want to say, I think some of them are better. I really like the ARMS Shovel Knight.
I like Splatoons. I think Splatoons.
I like Binding of Isaac one.
Yeah, but it's very muted. It's very appealing.
I think basically they're really good examples of how the Switch color schemes will work. But my question to you is this:
right?
Couple of questions. One, how long will it be before we see more colors introduced?
Holiday. Released holiday.
Okay, announced E3 released holiday.
I think like a Mario Odyssey like.
Will we see them 2 different colors, or do you think it'll be 1 color?
I think they'll keep with the 2 different colors. They might offer for 1 color. I wouldn't put it past them if they give us the create your own Joy-Con thing Japan has.
Yeah, actually that would be really cheap money. And thirdly, do you think they'll ever release a version with a colored dock?
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'm thinking again a skin for mine when I can afford it.
Yeah, so.
Which looks like there's some really nice skins and stuff, or maybe put some stickers on it, or just really brighten it up. But it does look very sleek and professional. And you could just tuck it behind your TV.
One thing I want to change subject again, a concern I have. I went to game last Friday, a week before launch, to pre-purchase all my equipment, all my stuff. So
yes,
we do that. One problem I had, and you've been to the store as well.
Yep.
The entire Switch catalogue is behind the front door, and it's not immediately obvious as soon as you walk in the store. Does that have you worried?
It's just a difference of importance. Nintendo in America has paid for a lot of front of the store places.
True.
It just means that in Birmingham they haven't really bothered.
That's fair enough.
Especially if they've got major pre-orders as well. I'm wondering if it's a dialogue back and forth with Nintendo, saying, "Oh, we got this many pre-orders," and so they see that and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, we'll pay you this much to put it there." And it could be something like that. I can understand it is a kind of cause for worry, but I don't think at the start. I think it also depends on how it sells. Depends on if it will move towards the shop. Also, I think it's behind the door so you can see it in the window.
Yeah, actually, because when you walk past it, you can.
I think that's what I actually forget is the best spot they get. That's the most expensive spot.
I think also you'll see once it launches, there'll be a lot of in-store. I mean, once they can have a demo unit out.
I mean, it's gonna have the issue even if it sells I don't know, ridiculous number, 40 million units in the first year. Then it's still gonna have the issue that the Vita had in terms of the box sizes because they're quite small. They're like PSP box sizes, and so they're gonna have this issue of we can't really fill a plate unless it's shit tons of games. But no, I can understand the concern. What was I trying to say? Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, there's a demo. There's a demo for Slipper Clips.
I get that.
Yeah.
I might get that before before I decide if we get either RMX or Snipper Clips.
Because they're both co-op. They're both local multiplayer games. RMX just looks gorgeous, though.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed playing Snipper Clips at the demo like 3 weeks ago.
There's also a single-player mode for Snipper Clips and a 4-player mode for Snipper Clips. So it seems like it's really got something for everyone there.
It was actually quite hard. It was a very hard game, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it will get more and more difficult as you play through it.
Has Nintendo charged you yet?
I think so. I don't know. I'll have to ask.
You should have just logged into the account and.
Oh, she did with. Yeah, she did it with hers. But yeah, I'm unsure. What was I say? Something to do with the Switch. Obviously, something to do with the Switch. The whole podcast is currently about the Switch.
One question I have, and I know we haven't even got the console with us yet.
Mm.
But what do you think the future of the Switch hardware is? Do you think we will get a Switch XL? Do you think we will get maybe a Switch Slim? Will we get just the handheld version or a TV version?
I don't think they'll do. There you go. You've actually linked me into the actual piece of news. There is currently an exclusively handheld game for the Switch, a game that you can't play in TV mode.
Which is evidence that Nintendo is doomed if you look on the internet.
Definitely, yeah. It's mixing the message. It's called Volix. It's a Chinese rhythm game. Apparently, it's very popular on mobile. If you actually get a Japanese account and buy it, I think it's quite expensive. I think it's like $25, but it's got like all the songs you'd have to microtransaction for normally, and you get every song that will come out in the rollout for free.
Okay.
So it's okay. And it seems pretty good. It's 25 bucks, so probably like 20 quid her. But you have to buy it for the Japanese store, so you have to make a Japanese account. Wait. We need to discuss what the implications of a handheld-only game is, especially...
problem.
Right.
I still think we'll get Super Mario Run launching on the console.
I can understand that, but what if this... Because we recently spoke about the president of Nintendo, I don't know if we did actually, having interest in the Switch, but not wanting to do a main title on it because it was a console, not a handheld.
Who's the Pokemon guy?
Yeah, the Pokemon guy.
I still think we'll get a main line because I think Nintendo will tell them to do it.
Nintendo can't really force them to do anything. They're only second party.
I think they will get one because they know. I think even if Nintendo have to subsidize it, I think we will get one because I think a Switch version of hand.
Not this year though. I think what he said basically confirmed that what the Pokemon game that's going to be announced at E3 is not a mainline title, and it's probably like a port of Pokken Fighters.
Yeah, I can see that. Or even a mobile version of like Pokemon Go for the Switch. It won't be a mainline one.
I mean, like, or they will port it and just have it in handheld mode.
Yeah, I can. I have because I'm not going to be funny. I can see that's how what do you call it? Like GameCube games would work, or even like there's rumors that apparently the DS and it might be a DS Virtual Console, and what it does is it splits your screen in half.
So it will do what the PC's been doing to emulate the DS since like 2005.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that coming. I'm just hoping this doesn't mean like all the like obviously like the new Ace Attorney. I hope that gets like the big screen treatment, like as in they draw the assets for 1080p big screen, then downscale it rather than just porting it upwards.
Well, fair because recently Ace Attorney's actually been pushing the 3DS's graphics quite a lot. Like it's really detailed, draw pictures.
Yeah, I mean like, and also the Ace Attorney series has like got massive in popularity compared to like the original 3. Which is interesting.
Which I don't like the new ones as much as the original ones. I didn't like the latest one.
Oh, Spirit one.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I still have a 3DS, so I'll have to pick it up at some point. But maybe they'll be like, maybe that'll go to the Switch eShop because it doesn't really use the bottom screen that much.
But I think.
And there's no more Laytons. I hate to have to keep telling people this. Layton is finished. They've confirmed no more Laytons.
I would be surprised.
What the?
I do think, going back to your original point, I still believe we will get next year. I do think we'll maybe get a Switch that just has the console on its own, no dock.
No, it would break the message.
Nintendo we're talking about.
Yeah, but Nintendo wouldn't call it the Nintendo Switch and then later just release one without the dock and just call it the Nintendo.
Fuck you, buddy.
Like, it's not gonna happen. And if it does, then Nintendo's shooting themselves in the foot. And I mean, Nintendo shooting themselves in the foot. I know, like, it's just such a rarity.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely don't think so. Especially not in the first year. I think maybe in 2 years you might see a higher base memory model with maybe less of a bezel, possibly. Better battery life. It's the
I think we could get a Switch Pro in like 2 years. That might just be like it'll probably have better battery. It might have a quicker processor, maybe just like basic, much like the 3DS was.
Oh right, wait, the 3DS. So yeah, well they wouldn't call it the Pro because it would be really mixed messaging. Because obviously with the Pro you expect higher graphics.
They might just call it the
Switch. The new Nintendo Switch. The Switch U. The Switchaboo. Anyway, yeah, I can see that. I can see like a better battery. I wouldn't say any graphical enhancements because they don't want to do the PS4 Pro or Scorpio's way.
Maybe it might have like a slightly improved screen or something.
They wouldn't go 1080p. It would be too much for the battery.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess non-Switch news. Also Switch news. All news, basically. The E3 floor plan has been revealed, and it puts the original titans of the industry against each other for the first time in like 3-4 years.
I think it's like 2012, 13 was the last
2013. Sony has the biggest booth at E3, always has, always will, I think. But this time, Nintendo has the second biggest booth, right next to Sony.
It's gonna be a shit show for the public.
It's gonna be really, and it's also the day it's open to the public. It'll be really interesting what they do, and obviously Nintendo's going to have other booths in, the indie games that are there, or the third parties. And for some weird reason, Microsoft has quite a small, like, modest booth selection, which would be fine if they weren't announcing a console.
Which is basically the Xbox 2.
Yeah, which is supposed to be this really powerful thing. And what if they come out and say it's not coming out till 2019?
What, the
Scorpio.
No, it's confirmed coming out 2017.
Sorry, 2018.
No, it's confirmed it's coming out holiday this year.
Is it?
Yeah, it's confirmed it's coming out holiday this year.
I suppose they could push it back.
No, they won't. They've literally got advertised now everywhere saying it's coming. It's up for pre-order now, holiday 2017.
You pre-ordered something you don't know anything about? Jesus.
I pre-ordered a Switch on Amazon in like December just in case.
I mean, that's true. I'm still bummed I didn't jump on GameSeek. GameSeek, get the Switch for £200.
Shall I put some audio on about the biggest leaked cutscene in Zelda just to piss Jamie off?
Funny guy. So yeah, that is a good point. Stay safe out there, guys. Some dickheads are leaking a bunch of Zelda information. I mean, all I've really seen is
the Nintendo ninjas will come for you.
And there's like there is towns. I think that's a fair enough spoiler. There are towns. That's all you get. Just in case you. Well, no, we hoped that anyway. The game isn't empty. The game is very full of life. That's all I'll really say about that. I think if we want to talk about Zelda spoilers, it'll have to be its own podcast once the game's out.
Yeah, we probably will do. We'll talk about that later.
What we'll do is, I think for Zelda, because everyone's gonna have a very unique experience, is at the end of week 1, when we review it, we'll go over our own personal experience with Zelda and how it differs, just to show how it's it's your own kind of journey. And then we might do 2 of those depending on how long it takes us to get everything we want to do. Obviously, the review will go up week after the game launches.
Nintendo, give us free stuff.
I
think I'm not sure about Zelda.
You're not sure about the game that's being hailed as the game of the year, 10 out of 10.
I'm not sure. I hope it is. But my hype for Zelda right now is so big. Every game I've played in the last year and a half has been hyped to the level that Zelda has been hyped. Was a disappointment, and I know Zelda probably won't be because everyone's saying it's great. It's just part.
Well, I mean, what other games are hyped really high?
I can't even remember thinking. Quantum Break was hyped really high. Order 1886 was hyped really high. Number of games it's the reason why I'm still hesitant about Andromeda because I'm really hyped for Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I feel like that's a 9 or possibly 8.5.
It's definitely a 9, I think, because right now, everyone's saying it's the AI is cool, but like there's quite a lot of glitches and stuff.
Oh, right. That's a shame. But no, I understand the worry for Zelda, but the fact that people have got it and like actual YouTuber that are Nintendo fans have got it and are just gushing over it.
To be fair, everyone seems to have got a Switch for YouTube.
Yeah, Nintendo, listen, right. I understand this channel has 11 subscribers, but our website's pretty popular.
Yeah, it's not. It had. I'll tell you how many views it's had this month. Considering we launched it mid-Feb, we literally launched it at the end of January, and we haven't really advertised it much because we've been fixing it and tweaking it and doing all the bits you need to do when you launch a new website.
I apologise to anyone that's listened that far. This is just going to be us jerking ourselves off for a minute.
Yeah, we've got 4,354 views.
Yes, and we only launched like a few days ago.
Properly, yeah.
Yeah, and so we're pretty popular on the interweb just because we don't have the YouTube channel. We should do Let's Plays. I think is the issue here.
Dan Rowland from Rick and Morty. He put a thing out on Twitter saying, "I'll give it. What as anybody who's going to this convention this weekend going to have a Nintendo Switch they can sell me." And like, the most liked comment was, "Yeah, if you give me 10 minutes of Rick and Morty season 3 episode 1, I will give you my Switch."
Yeah, but no, we're not salty. We're just disappointed Nintendo gave us free stuff. But yeah,
They're not going to listen to this podcast, and they're going to be like.
I mean, if they do listen to it, they won't listen to this far. Our analytics show that. But no, I understand where they have it. I'm glad Nintendo is doing marketing just so goddamn amazing.
I mean, we saw that Switch advert outside uni today, didn't we? That I sent you.
Yeah, there was there's posters. I haven't seen any on buses yet.
I've seen one on bus in London. My mate sent it to me. My mate also said, I think it was King's Cross, one of the tube stations.
Yeah, tubes are really popular as well. I'm assuming airports probably as well.
I've seen more advertising for the Switch than I've seen for the entirety of the Wii U's life cycle.
Yeah, and like TVs, apparently, I don't watch TV, but I've heard like E4 has it on a lot. Lots of places where you find a bunch of uni students and college students that watch stuff, because I'm 90% sure British students mainly watch E4. And
I don't even know any uni students that actually watch TV.
Okay, college students then. People that still live with their parents.
Netflix and YouTube now.
E4. Well, yeah, I mean, like in YouTube, I get a Switch advert like nearly every time I try and watch something on YouTube.
Yeah, cookies, I tell you. They're like, this guy's two biggest visited sites are Pornhub and the Nintendo Switch subreddit. And we can't show you a Pornhub trailer, can we, for middle class wife gets laid episode 4. But we can show you a trailer for Nintendo Switch. Ignore
what he just said, Nintendo. We're family friendly. Please trust us. Because that's the issue. That's one of the issues we might have, is that you need to be family friendly in any Nintendo themed content you do for Nintendo to consider you.
Well, I think we might have, because I really hope. I mean, I definitely can do this. We'll be family friendly. But I think also it's important to, like, when Nintendo bring out the hardcore titles, to like focus on them, because those are the titles that will make sure Nintendo brings in the non-traditional Nintendo fans.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I feel like what we'll probably do is we'll tone the review, we'll tone the podcast based on the content. So Zelda's an 11 plus, 12 plus teen.
Another Zelda Breath of the Wild reviews come out, 94 out of 100.
Sounds about right. It seems like it's probably just gonna get beaten by Ocarina in terms of being the highest rated game of all time.
Yeah, but Ocarina's still the best one.
Which is a pity, but apparently it is better than Ocarina by far. Which I can see. I mean, like, I would hope so. The game's like almost 20 years old.
That same website gave Witcher 3 92.
Yeah, okay, so 94 is basically 100 from them.
Yeah. So it seems to be doing quite well. Oh, hang on. Carry on talking for a second.
Yeah, so like I was saying, we'll tone the tone of the podcast to the rating. So if we're doing a review of, like, say we did Doom, even though obviously Doom was ages ago, we could literally open it up with F this and F that. I'm keeping. Yeah.
It's March 3rd, isn't it? When is it March 1st? Wednesday.
Tomorrow is not March 3rd.
So Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is when the hardware embargo lifts, and it's Thursday at 10 a.m.
Oh my god, I was so close.
Yeah.
Someone fucking upload the cutscene spoiler that spoiled you again. I'm pretty sure, because everyone in the comments are getting really angry.
So.
Oh crap! No, I just avoided saying fuck with Doom, and then I just did it out. Okay, so because this is more of our general thing, our general will basically be our tone, but like for specific like Nintendo focused stuff that are like Metroid, I think it's gonna be like a 15. If Metroid's an 18.
I'd love Metroid to be an 18, not gonna lie.
I think I'll probably be a 15 just because 18 will emulate a couple of people.
Yeah, but that's not saying like whenever you ever known anyone sticks an age rated, like, oh, my son Johnny can't have this game because it's recommended for people who are only 18 or older. How old were you when you played your first 18 game?
Oh god. Was any of the Metal Gears an 18?
No, I played GTA 3 when it came out.
I played Metal Gear Solid 2 when I was 6.
Oh shit! I did that. I was fucking shit at it.
I did better than my father did. Natural gamer.
You know what? My mum. This is a story that I think a lot of our readers and listeners will be able to listen to. My mum was like, "Oh, are you getting that new Nintendo this week?" You know. So basically, my mum has to give me an allowance at university, otherwise I spend all my finances in like a day. And my mum was like, "You're not spending all your allowance this month, are you, on that new Nintendo Switch?" And I was like, "No." Like, thank God, thank for the government of the United Kingdom and the student finance for financing the Nintendo Switch. But I think this week and even next week it's gonna be quite quiet for news because I think everything's gonna be shadowed by the Switch. Don't you think?
Man.
Jamie.
The mods aren't deleting the spoiler. It's taking a lot of self-restraint not to click play. But no, I'm going in blind. So one of us needs to go in blind.
It was spoiled for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I won't spoil it for our readers. But
I wasn't gonna spoil it if I watched it. Obviously, I was just gonna be like, oh man. But no, I'm not gonna watch it. I believe that for any game we play, at least one of us should go in fairly blind.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because for the spoiler, it's kind of like not a big spoiler, but it is a big spoiler.
Yeah, that's all you're hearing. That's all we're getting from that. Any other news before we finish up?
Yes. I want to talk about my experience of pre-ordering or pre-purchasing Switch. So a couple of bits of tiny information came out that it'd be interesting to know in the comments or even on the article if any of our readers have had a similar situation either in UK in stores or online or around the world. I went to pre-purchase it. I'm pissed off with game, not gonna lie, charging £60 for the standard edition of Zelda. That's just cheeky. I mean, I'm lucky enough, I've got enough points on my card that it doesn't really warrant it, you know what I mean? But I'm annoyed that they've charged $60 for, or £60 for the retail unit.
It's pretty weird. They seem to be like the only people that are charging that much for Zelda.
Yeah, and literally the only reason I'm getting it there is because I have like a voucher.
But let's be honest. Game isn't always the best place to go for pricing because they're still selling the PS4 Pro new for $470. It's gone down. It's gone down. I remember I showed you it was $500 and now it's now $470.
Did you not realise I can get it for free?
For free?
Not free. I can get it for like pretty much £350 with a game from like Argos.
Yeah, it's
Your PS4 Pro was from CX and it's in like brand new condition.
Yeah, I got it pre-owned, but it's basically as good as new. I was kind of worried because I had to use trading points instead of cash. But no, definitely also highly recommend the PS4 Pro. There is an article coming about that in the upcoming website launch.
Yeah. I'm gonna get. Right now, even though it's going to be less powerful than the Scorpio, it's definitely got the software. Because apparently, Horizon Zero Dawn looks amazing on it.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting it mostly. Obviously for the review, but mostly because I want to see it in 4K. Because it's going to look stunning. And here's the thing with the Scorpio is PS4 Pro games don't look that much different to PC games at max settings. What is the Scorpio going to do? Look at max settings? Do you know the difference between high and max? Not. It's like reflections and stuff that you only see if you really look for it. So if you're like beating off the video game graphics, then probably get the Scorpio. I don't want to shit on it, but it's just like there isn't any software for it.
The problem is, the Scorpio has the inherent problem of it's going to be, by all accounts, it's obviously not going to be as good as our PCs, but for a console, apparently it's going to be like spec-wise, really, really good specs.
Although, yet again, we've heard that they're telling people to target 900p.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I'm not going to look at that because that's a rumour. We've heard from developers and stuff like that teaser trailer they released last year, from like where it talks about developers talked about the Scorpio. We know from all that and what's been said by like Phil Spencer, etc., that it is a very good piece of hardware spec-wise, and it's going to be more powerful than the PS4 Pro. But the inherent problem is you can have it's exactly like.
It basically means the Crackdown 3 and Halo 6 are going to look really good in it. Oh, Halo's bringing back split screen.
Yeah, but like, does anyone own a an Xbox? The problem is,
I mean, like, yeah.
The problem is, with Crackdown, yes, it's a good game, but it's not a system seller. And from all accounts, from people I've heard who've tried it, they said it's a good game, but it's not going to be revolutionary. It's going to be like 7, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, like, let's just quickly go over what they have coming out. So they have Sea of Thieves at some point, which I really want to try. Because I've heard that's actually really good. Really good fun. Funny man. We can presume there's a Halo. We can presume there is. We know there's Crackdown 3.
We had Halo Wars 2 come out, which I reviewed. I think it was like a 7.4. It was pretty good. I mean, it's definitely one of the better Halos in the recent years.
If I can quote the end of your article, though, is you said about how you've been looking for a game to, bring you back to your Xbox One, and then you said, well, this game isn't it because it runs better on my PC.
Yes. What I'm saying is, it runs better on my PC just because RTS is like Endor tried to fix it with using voice control, and RTS is never going to be good on a console.
Yeah.
They have made it is the best attempt at an RTS, and if I have more friends on PC I can play with, because a lot of my friends have honestly abandoned the Xbox brand for PlayStation and even Switch. I
mean, like, it's weird. I've been looking at comments on Xbox because I kind of want to understand the mentality behind being an Xbox fan at this point. And I understand trust in brand. I understand fanboyism. I mean, we are by no matter how we want to put it, Nintendo fanboys to an extent, and Sony ponies to an extent. Obviously, we've been given a reason to be.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, Sony has fed us consistent games, and Nintendo. I don't know Nintendo. I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship with Nintendo that I just don't want to leave. But Nintendo's always obviously given us, Zelda and Mario. And to be honest, if they made like a Zelda game that took like 2 months to beat and a Mario game that took like 2 months to beat, then I'd be fine with just buying a console for that each year.
Yeah.
It's just power of exclusives. Nintendo has the best exclusives. Sony has the second best exclusives. PC.
I honestly think if Xbox don't hit it out this year, they're going to see.
And that's why I'm worried about their E3 placement. They've scaled down on their space at E3.
Did you hear that Kotaku guy who tweeted? I think it was Kotaku guy who basically tweeted that the Xbox brand is dead, and basically they should just try and be what Steam is in a sitting room. And then Phil Spencer basically said, "Oh no, that's wrong. 2017 is the best year for Xbox."
Yeah, that's a bit of a thing. Yeah, I don't like how all of these podcasts ended up just taking a big old poopy dump on Xbox.
No, it's not though.
I know it's justified. It's justified.
The Xbox 360 was and still is my favourite console ever. I had so many hours playing Splinter Cell, Call of Duty, Mass Effect with my friend. It was like the best console ever. And
that's interesting that you just quoted those games that were also not actually exclusives.
No, but like the online infrastructure, the original Halos, Gears of War on the Xbox, everything that made the Xbox 360.
That is true. How do you play online on the PS4? Because I just use in-game lobbies. I don't use the party chat function.
Oh, I use party chat sometimes. I usually use in party chat if I'm usually just playing with friends.
I think Xbox Live has become kind of unnecessary in a point because
Xbox Live tries to do too much.
well, it's like, the party systems are cool and stuff, and they still have it. But every game has such a robust party system now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that they've lost the edge.
Going back, my problem with Xbox, I am not shitting on Xbox. What I am saying is, to see Xbox at its height for the Xbox 360 generation and all the good quality it launched with, and then to see them literally, and I think we can both agree that the announcement of
Oh my god, it was the worst console announcement in history.
Yeah.
It got so much backlash.
I give Phil Spencer massive credit, because if it wasn't for Phil Spencer, the console would never have kind of recovered. I think we both know the Xbox One has lost its generation, because it just has. Compared to sales, it's been 2-1 almost. I think it's higher in some places. The problem is, how do I explain it?
Well,
It's just there's no reason for me to get an Xbox. The exclusives all run better on PS4. The third-party games all run better on PS4 or PC. The exclusives they do have are generally either not that good, or they're available on PC for a cheaper price. There's no incentive for me to purchase an Xbox. PS4 has a good hardware coupled with great games that I know are coming. I know that I can buy a PS4 tomorrow if I didn't have one.
yeah.
That even a month, 2 months, a year, that there are good exclusives that I can't play on PC that I need, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'm curious how they're gonna do it. Like, are they gonna announce like a new Tomb Raider game that's been leaked about 1,000 times already, and then say, oh, it's exclusive for the Xbox One for a year, looks best on Scorpio?
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna keep doing this year-long exclusivity bullshit? I mean, I'm mad at Sony for doing the same thing with the VR portion of Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, but I think to be fair, I don't mind that, because the fact that I think Sony pretty much funded the VR development.
Yeah, I understand that, but like Microsoft didn't fund Tomb Raider.
Oh, they did actually. I think they developed it quite a bit.
Did they?
Yeah, from what I heard, basically it wasn't going to happen as quickly as it was, and basically they did a lot.
That's interesting. Although I get the feeling Crystal Dynamics could have afforded to do it themselves in the long run.
Yeah, I think it's just how quickly it came out.
People are shit on Blood 2. Yeah, no, I think overall, I think I've said that so many times. If there was SEO on this video, just say overall so many times.
What, Nintendo Switch?
Nintendo Switch overall. I mean, I don't want to shit on is another one. Making our own memes here. Yeah. So, are you guys excited for the Switch launch? Is my question to that one person that commented on the video once. I hope you watched this long.
Oh, was that Phil?
No, that wasn't Phil. That was some random guy. He was our first new subscriber since we first launched the channel. Hopefully when we link it into the website and get the articles, obviously I encourage you to check out all the articles and stuff. It's great written stuff written by our best authors, aka the two people that run this podcast and no one else. Yeah, there should be 20? No, 19.
Now, I think our Switch day launch plans and coverage has changed slightly. And since it's going to be our last conversation before the Switch launches,
yes.
Shall we remind our faithful viewers what the plan is?
Okay, so
Content
right, so
give us free stuff.
Unfortunately, we can't do our full plan because my capture card decided to crap out on its firmware and is now brick.
Unless the BBC tomorrow are watching this and think they can rush through my payments, pretty please.
And if that's the case, then we can go out and buy a new capture card and, actually record some on-screen gameplay for the live stream. Otherwise, we'll be live streaming a Iwata style unboxing. Is that?
Have you washed your fucking glove yet? Beep.
Beep. Don't worry, I'll just edit that and post beep. Just move that beep back over when he said fuck. Beep. Oh, shit.
It reminds me of Archer. I was watching Archer and he's like, oh shit, fuck, shit, I can't say that.
Yeah, so what's a start unboxing, and then we'll do a tournament of sorts of 1-2 Switch,
Drinking game.
a drinking game. There will be some slight Zelda footage at the start, off screen.
But also, I know. The thing is, we probably will upload more Zelda, but I don't see the point of really thing what do you say, recording it because it's such a good game. I kind of feel that recording it is not doing it justice because.
Well, that's why we're not recording it with our camera. Well, if we have a capture card.
Recording some like show how quickly it boots and how quickly it takes to like.
Goes from sleep mode to game mode, and we will probably show like a bit of the plateau on the handheld because that's okay, because it's what we have to get the camera close enough.
If anyone donates to us, I will randomly, in no clothes, with just a Baku like meat club, go to the final area and just see how long I can last. Apparently, the game's like Dark Souls hard.
Yeah.
Like stupidly hard.
Yeah.
Most of your like first 10 hours or so will literally just be finding small areas.
Will we? And I'm guessing we'll play the Snipper Clips demo off screen as well.
Yeah.
And depending on how that is, then we'll be able to show some either fast RMX or Snipper Clips, and that'll be our launch day stream. Then we're gonna go to sleep for a bit, and then go and trade in.
What time are we going to sleep?
We do not know yet. It will depend on how tired we are, how drunk we are.
Possibly never.
Possibly never. And then we're gonna go to game bright and early, trade in.
Are we gonna wait for your Switch to arrive first?
No, we'll get because my Switch will be there on the way back.
Fair enough. Yeah. Game or CX.
Game or CX, depending. Well, I don't think CX will have Bomberman. It depends. And we'll trade in, and we will get Bomberman because I can't think of any other launch title that we really ever want besides Bomberman.
I really want Just Dance. Apparently, it's really good. It's like a kind of game I can play with my nephew.
I mean, if you want to get into the Bomberman, Just Dance. It'd be funny, but I mean, like Bomberman just screams classic couch co-op or couch thing.
Yeah.
Also, news about that. It runs at 1080p, 30 FPS, which is not
sugar.
What?
So, CX have just published their trade-in price for Legend of Zelda on the Wii U.
Yeah.
They'll give you 48 voucher for it,
and
guess how much they're gonna sell it for?
Well, 60.
Yeah. I want to find out how much it is on Amazon, because if it's cheaper than that on Amazon, I'm going to buy like 50.
Oh no. It's going to be so hot. It's going to be in my recommended. More people have broke release date on Zelda's Wii U copy, and there's a bunch of live streams right now going on about people playing the full game.
Well, they can ruin it for themselves.
We're not going to do it. You're not going to seek out any more rumors. I'm not going to seek out any.
Oh, I downloaded a plugin that stops it.
Did that not stop the one that you got spoiled by?
No, because I didn't know about that. But then someone in the comments posted like a plugin where you could type in keywords and it will stop anything appearing in your news feed on Reddit.
Sure, just send me that. Send me that. I'd like that.
Or just don't be a dick and when you see Zelda, just don't click on it.
So it's like.
I want to have a couple more predictions for you.
All right.
Let's have a couple more predictions before we go. So, what do you think your I know we haven't got it yet, but what do you think your final score for the hardware is going to be? I think it'll probably be between 7 and 8 because I've never reviewed, in all the hardware I've reviewed since the Wii days, I've never given a console at launch more than 8, and the 8 was for a PS4.
Yeah, I feel like based on how it's not going to have Netflix and it's not going to have an internet browser, it depends, and it's just going to be quite bare bones with the eShop. I think overall for the console as hardware, it's probably sitting on like a low 7, high 6.
Yep.
Probably low 7.
1-2 Switch. I think I might get a 7.
I want to give it a high rating for well, the way we do ratings is we'll just explain the system real quickly. We do story, visuals, two of which that can't be applied to 1-2 Switch, by the way. Gameplay, replayability / multiplayer. What was the other two? Audio.
Audio and oh god, I can't remember the last one. Day one state.
Day one state, yeah. Which I don't think is going to be an issue with 1-2 switch either. Because we'll only have it day one. Hey. Yeah. So I think it's probably a high score probably in gameplay and multiplayer. But it's going to lose a lot of points in replayability. Yeah. Is my reckon.
Zelda, I'm going to say Zelda's going to be a definite 9 from what I've played. Possibly a 10.
Possibly a 10.
The only things that might stop it getting a 10 are if the frame rate issues persist. Because I know a couple of people have been saying they've had several frame rate issues.
But apparently that's also mainly in the very first area of the game.
Oh, I know. But that's my point. If it's only in the first area of the game, I won't really care.
Yeah, I won't mark it down for like when you first open up, or if it might not even be the first area of the game. It might be when you just load in.
Yeah. I also might give it some things if it looks as bad as it did when we were up close on the demo. If that makes sense. I know it was
from all of the gameplay scenes I've seen that I totally didn't look at on the screen. I'm 90. It was just the distance. I'm pretty much sure it was the distance.
I know it sounds bad trying to get a review, but from all the previews we've played and demos and everything we see, it does look like a really polished game.
It definitely looks like something that will probably win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Unless Andromeda is something truly special and Red Dead 2 is something truly special.
No, I think Red Dead 2 is coming out too late for it to be included in this year's award.
Oh, is it a holiday now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's November. But even then, I don't think it will because Zelda is truly like...
Yeah, Zelda is big. And I also think Splatoon 2 is gonna... No! ARMS! ARMS is gonna win a multiplayer thing.
Yeah, ARMS good.
8
might as well for like best co-op game.
I don't think so. I think Snipperclips could be have a run in because it's a AAA game, not an indie.
Yeah. Okay, what was the final thing?
Yeah, so... I don't know. We're closing up on an hour. If it sounds like we try and stretch it to be an hour, that's actually true. We do. I've lost connection with him. Okay, so I'll have to try and talk to something about here for while I wait for him to come back. He will be back momentarily, I am certain. Unless he left as a way of ending. The music you've been listening to today is the Glitch City Pokemon remixes. That's the music that's been going on right now. That's the playlist that I chose. Just Google that up. Yeah, I know you're back.
They know I'm back.
I mean, they heard the ringing, so yeah. Anyway, you were saying, last thing.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say. Shit, I forgot.
We will promise one day we will just have a list of points, and we will only do those points and not go into a tangent discussing the Xbox One.
The thing is, though, like, we did kind of, like, think, we wanted to keep up because we know when we want to keep a regular schedule. Because of...
Yeah, sorry for this being, I think it's a day late. It normally comes out on Sunday, it's coming out on a...
But because of the Switch, there really isn't much news. So I think a lot of people know that, despite it being Nintendo, it's like, all the news is going to be on the Switch in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
People aren't... I mean, that Shadow Mordor news wasn't really... Middle Earth, whatever it's called, wasn't meant to be out.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason they released the trailer in the end was literally just because of the leak. Yeah. It's like, well, we might as well own up to it.
Okay, my question is, we're going to go to CEX on Friday, and for the lols, we're going to ask them what the trading price for a Switch is.
We won't have the Switch with us.
Well, I'll have my Switch with me. No, I'll tell you why I have my Switch with me, because when we have breakfast, I want to see what it's like.
Oh, yeah, we'll play Bomberman.
In, like, McDonald's or something.
In McDonald's, yeah. So we'll get breakfast after we get Bomberman.
We'll put Phil on guard duty so it doesn't get nicked no better.
Yeah, we'll play Bomberman at McDonald's.
CEX will offer cash and trade.
240 cash, 260 trade.
I'm not sure. I think they could offer 270 trade if you can't get one. We'll know pretty much by the morning if it's easy to get one or not.
I mean, yeah. That's another thing. And I think it'll be interesting to see the sales of the console after the launch, because it looks like it's guaranteed 2 million sales day one.
Oh yeah, I think it'll do 2 million sales easily. I think then it'll probably be quite quiet for a month, and then I think you'll see another peak.
And I'm pretty sure that maybe that's what they're going to do. Maybe they're hoping to shift at least 1 million units every month there's a release. Because there's Mario Kart next thing. So what is your March grab bag for the Switch?
Well,
We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this every beginning of every month, and this is as close to the beginning of the month we've got. So March grab bag.
So, are we talking about games that aren't coming out on the Switch as well, or just for the Switch?
Let's just do everything. Let's just do everything.
Let me just get you talk about.
Okay, I'll start.
I need to get my.
I'll just start.
My Excel sheet up.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with non-Switch stuff because obviously the Switch stuff will be the longer list. I'm gonna get Horizon. I'm gonna go and trade in. I'm gonna trade in Neo. I think tomorrow, and I'll get the money ready. And I'll get Horizon whenever it lets me, really, because I have to order it via online normally. So it'll probably take a few days. I'll probably grab Andromeda.
Yeah.
I can't really think of any other games that I want for other consoles. No, I think that's it for March. Then for the Switch, I'm getting Zelda. Obviously, I might get Fast RMX depending on if it's any good. Like if Alex gets it, and then if we like it, then I might get it myself so we can play online.
Yep.
And obviously same with Bomberman if I can probably not launch though. I'm gonna get Snake Pass when it comes out end of March.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think those are the only games. I mean maybe Ghost Recon Wildlands, but depends. Ubisoft, give me a free copy of Ghost Recon Wildlands, please.
I'm going to probably get Horizon Zero Dawn. I know it's not coming out in February, but because of I've got a couple of payments coming in, so
No, it is coming out in March.
No, it's coming out tomorrow in America.
In America.
I've got a PS4 online account, so I have a bunch of American games on there.
Oh right, yeah, no, I have to say I have one for Japanese, one for English, and one for them.
I mean, so I'm going to do mine by chronological order. So obviously I'm going to get the Nintendo Switch console Neon bundle, which is
what the hell? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. I am also buying the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get the Nintendo Switch. I'm definitely getting Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, 1-2 Switch, and
that's for you guys. 1-2 Switch is mainly for you guys.
Yeah, 1-2 Switch, and then I'm going to be getting Bomberman
instead of 1-2 Switch.
Super Bomberman.
Yeah, Super Mario Bomberman.
I might also get Just Dance 2017 if I can get it cheap.
I think it's fair.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna probably get Binding of Isaac.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm getting Binding of Isaac too.
And Human Resources Machine, along with RMX that game.
Yeah. Are you not gonna get Snake Pass or?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going in.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Then the following week, I will definitely get Ghost Recon's Wildlands.
Wait. Isaac's not out to the 13th, by the way.
Okay, but I'm definitely still gonna get Ghost Recon Wildlands because
the beta was really fun.
Yeah, and I'm gonna buy Jamie a copy, aren't I?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to probably I might get Lego Worlds actually.
Is that coming out the Switch like early?
It's coming out on Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. I might get it on Windows just because I like it. It's a PC game I can play with my nephews.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say but it is actually coming out on the Switch as well.
Yeah. On the 14th, I'm really tempted to get Danganronpa 1-2 Reload.
Are you really tempted to get Danganronpa 1-2 Reload? Do you know who else is really tempted to get Danganronpa 1-2 Reload? Despite owning it on PC and the Vita. Yes, it is me. But I do have to hold back. I will not be getting Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. If he gets it, he can actually review it from the because you really like Ace Attorney, right?
Yeah.
Then you should
you basically said in our preview, which you can read. It's basically a dope version of.
Yeah, exactly. If you read the article I wrote about it, it's just a really messed up version.
Coming out on the 14th. But I'm pretty sure it's been delayed to May. I'm not sure if it's been updated yet. Star Trek Bridge Crew. Hang on, let me check.
Oh yeah.
No, it has been delayed to May apparently because it's going to coincide with the launch of the new TV show. So that's not coming out in March anymore.
I'm waiting for reviews on that.
I'm going to get it just because I'm going to buy you a copy as well.
Fair enough then. I guess I won't be waiting for reviews on that.
I'm definitely going to get...
you have to preface. That's a VR game.
Yeah.
Star Trek Bridge Crew, you be a member of the... I forgot the name of the ship because I didn't watch Star Trek.
I know, it's not the normal ship, it's a different ship. It's like the Ajax or something.
I was going to say the Normandy.
Talking of the Normandy...
Yes?
There will be Mass Effect Andromeda on the 21st, which I'm getting on PC. And my PC, which cost me £1,500 a year ago, can just run it on Ultra. Thanks, by the way, I've done a really shit optimization job.
I wouldn't say that. Your card's only a 980.
Yeah, but it can run every other like game on Ultra, which anyway. 28.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to get Power Rapper, the Rapper Remastered.
Oh, is that the 28th?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tempting. How much is it?
I think it's like a budget 30 quid.
Okay. I wouldn't for 30. The game's like 2 hours long.
I don't even care.
But no, it's great nostalgia. I kind of wish it was a bundle. When Crash out? April. Crash Bandicoot is April, right?
August.
Oh, I want it.
Apparently, I had a rumor that might be Sony of Ireland tweeted basically implying that it's
Timed exclusive.
Yeah, it's the timed exclusive.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna buy it on PlayStation because I'm not a goddamn heretic. You know, because Crash was born on PlayStation, has been on PlayStation, will be.
Coming out, I'm gonna say also early April because March is there. I'm also really tempted. 4th of April looks really busy for me as well because I've got Persona 5 coming out.
Yep, that's gonna be in that.
I'm tempted to buy it on the PS3 just to see how bad it runs.
It shouldn't because it was made originally for the PS3. So it will run. I don't know if it has a pro patch. I don't think it does. It won't because it's been released in Japan already. But no, Persona. I'm not sure who's doing the review for Persona 5, the Persona Veteran, or the. Have you played Persona?
I've played quite a few. I played Golden, number 4 Golden, whatever it's Abyss, like a million.
I played three
Nintendo spin-offs. And I played like the original Persona 2. You'd never get into it, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Persona 2 was amazing. I just really wish that.
It was. I just couldn't get into it. If that makes sense.
My issue with Persona 2, and it's even with the PSP remake, is that there's so many random encounters. Like, I want someone to mod it so there's less random, and I would just play through all of it because it has like the best story Persona's ever had. But yeah, I guess we'll just do a joint review on that because it seems like you're about the same level of Persona experienced.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do a joint review. I really hope you get Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm calling dibs on the review because, well, it's my favourite game in the entire... Well, it's favourite series, even.
I should be getting it as well. And I'll be playing on the Pro, which will mean it won't be that much different to you in terms of visuals. Because what I'll do is I'll complete Horizon, and then I'll trade in Horizon and get Mass Effect.
I'm going to get Mass Effect on the PC just because of mod support, and apparently...
Wait, has there been confirmed mod support?
Pretty much, yeah. In the same aspect that mod support is confirmed free. Like, they haven't officially confirmed it, but it will support it.
Oh, so you mean like it's going to have doable mods that will take ages to make?
But I also always get Mass Effect on PC anyway because I feel like it's just... It plays so much better on PC.
Interesting. I've always played third-person shooters on console.
But to be fair, I always play it on PC with a controller.
Yeah. See that there's that. Yeah. I mean, I'll obviously give my thoughts on Mass Effect in the review as well because like we often do here is we balance each other out when we have I wouldn't say bias, but more of a love.
You like a series, you can often become judged. Like Mass Effect, I would give a 10, even if it wouldn't launch properly. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it's like that. It's trying to get the game. I'd be like, so say Danganronpa 3 is really shit. I know it's not shit because the reviews from Japan are glowing. But let's say it was, and I played it, and I was like, this is the greatest Danganronpa game ever. And Alex would be like, actually, it's got all of these flaws, and then I'd have to begrudgingly include them. Once our friendship had terminated, and then we'd only be business partners for the site.
I would like to add a certain Amazon parcel came for me today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 158 gigabyte SD card, micro SD card.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't actually ordered one of those yet.
A USB-C wire, so I can take my Switch out and charge it on the go without having to.
That is an issue. Yeah, there is a brick on the USB-C charger that they use for the dock.
Oh.
So you do have to get your own USB free.
We're gone off on a tangent. So
yeah, I mean,
we'll see you all in 70. Jesus Christ, 72 hours.
It's less than 72 hours now. In fact, let me just get the official countdown right here. Give it a little refresh. It's a bit more than 72 hours actually.
Well, 72 hours until our content fully starts.
Yeah, 72 hours till our content really starts. But the Switch releases in 3 days and 7 hours from now. Are you hyped? Let me know what's going on in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter and what's Obi-Wan do? I'm trying to do the thing he does.
And wait a second, I've got something, dude.
What?
The 72-hour version. Ready?
Okay.
Should we just have that on, like live streaming for the next 72 hours?
Well, the time's counting down. Leave it on. Leave it on.
I mean, the question is, do you fancy a couple of years in prison? Because we can just sneak into the brewery, hitman some cleaners, sneak into game, play a Switch. Oh, one thing I do want to add, this is just a public PSA to everyone.
Right.
Do check your Switches before you leave, because I was an interesting Reddit post. I was actually really interested. Unlike the PS4, Xbox, or older Nintendo consoles, the Switch doesn't have a security seal, and apparently a store did it just to test it. It is really easy for someone at a warehouse, for instance, to open it, remove the console, put a weight in or something, and replace it, and it doesn't look different. And I'm not saying people would do that, but I'm just saying
you got to have that chance, open it up, offer, have a little. And I feel sad. I feel really like kids that get this, like, because I know some kids go with their parents to midnight launches and stuff. They're gonna be
the Xbox 360 launch.
They're gonna be able to play this console in the car on the way back.
True, but then you're going to need to like update it first.
Well, no, you can play games without updating. That's one one last thing. One last thing. A lot of people say that update culture. You need to update the game first to play online. You can play the single player portion without. You can just deny the update.
Can I just say the one thing I really love about the Switch that I've read from a Breath of the Wild preview is it's literally unlike most games that you literally just plug in and it plays.
Just plugs in and play. I think there is a day one patch for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but like I say, it's just so.
You can play about it. Game looks. Breath of the Wild looks amazing. Good year, great year for gaming so far. It already beat in 2016, in my opinion.
2016 was a year of disappointment.
But this year, and I'm hoping that we see. I hope that Days Gone it ends up like Horizon Zero Dawn being another really good game from Sony. Because it looks like it definitely is The Last of Us, really. And I hope we see a little teaser trailer.
Basically what The Last of Us would be if it was an open world survival.
Yeah, I think that too. I mean, I understand there's been a big hype for open world survival stuff lately. Just to avoid going on another tangent, I'm looking forward to E3 after the Switch. That's my next big looking forward to. Oh shit! No, we are doing something. We are doing something. Tomorrow we will be covering the Nintendo Indie presentation.
Nintendo Indies.
The Indies, yeah. So I think we're gonna live stream that.
What time is it?
That's a good question. Oh man, I completely forgot about that. But that's another thing. There are more Switch games coming than the ones we know. There's no guarantee they'll be there on launch, but they could be because it's 2 days before launch.
Yeah. Do people get? Anyway, we'll see you all tomorrow, and stuff like that.
Yeah, one sec. Just gotta find the time so we can tell them the time.
Should put some music on while we wait.
I have music on. I have music on consistently for the whole thing. Huh?
Got Tiny Rick on.
Right, just Nintendo. Try and find Nintendo's Twitter. It's interesting that when you type in a site, the next thing that comes up after their actual site is their Twitter.
Yeah.
Not their Facebook, which is interesting. Where is the Nintendo Indie thing? Is it even a thing for the Europe, or are we just watching Americans? Oh, yeah, Nindies at 9 a.m. PT. That is not ours. Oh, okay, here we go. It's 5:30. 5:30.
Yeah.
5:30. So at 5:30 tomorrow, basically around the time I'll probably wake up, we will be live streaming this Nindy thing.
Yeah.
Rapidly approaching with a localized version of American.
I've got a ton of stuff I need to do, so bye.
Okay, yeah. It's a live stream.
Cool.
And apparently there's going to be indie games in it. Hopefully we see some of those indie games we really want to see. Hopefully hopefully they just magically, Metroid comes through the wall at them halfway through and it's just like, fuck you guys, Nintendo rules. And that's how they announced the Metroid is a 18 plus.
Okay. Well, bye.
Yeah, bye. That's the end of the stream.
Professional.
Podcast. This was an hour and 15 minutes.